Hello guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here. Today guys, another movie review. And today guys, I'm going to be reviewing a Stephen King movie, which is actually on Netflix, and it actually was a Netflix exclusive. And this actually started the trend of, every year now we actually gotten a Stephen King movie on Netflix. This is the first one, which is 1922, released in 2017. And then 2018, I think we had Gerald's Game, which I have still not watched, but it is directed by, whatever his name is, I forgot already. He did Mike Flanagan, Haunting a Hill House and Doctor Sleep. And then in 2019, In the Tallgrass came out, which I already did do a review for that, and I absolutely love that movie. And this movie right here, I absolutely love too. 1922 is definitely a deeply psychological horror movie. Like, oh my, this is just, I love it so much. So pretty much the main premise is back in 1922, the husband Wilford becomes so bitter with his wife about, she's trying to sell off the land and move to the city, that he pretty much convinces and manipulates his son to help him kill his wife just so, they can, keep the farm. And, let's just say that comes back to haunt him, which if you have not watched it, please go watch it. It's great, especially since you probably don't have anything better to watch. But let me just warn you, this is definitely very messed up movie, for the main characters, I guess, because this dad convinces his own son via love, I guess, or via the power of love, I guess, to literally murder, or at least aid in the murder of his mother, which is absolutely horrifying. I absolutely feel so sorry for her. But Wilfer, I think that's his name, or Will, or whatever, he's not a completely bad person. He's still got where he's got a redeemable personality, I guess, where you kind of feel bad for him, but then you oh yeah, he did murder her, so I don't really feel bad for her. But he's not truly bad. It's just that the soul of a man's heart is more stony, I guess. Pet Sematary. But like his son says later movie, this brought us nothing but disaster or something like that, or pain, which it really did, because and all this, eventually led to his son's death, because the sweetheart bandits, he runs off with his pregnant girlfriend, and pretty much, through a life of crime, it kills them both, because she gets shot and dies, and he's just might as well, I can't go on without her, and, kills himself. And, it's so grotesque how you see after the rats got to him, his face and all, it's really grotesque. Even, the murder of his actual wife is really grotesque. And seeing her in that pit after the rat's been eating on her is just absolutely just unsettling. And like I said, I just feel so bad for her, to be honest, because she's not a bad person, just that their relationship went sour. But that really is unfortunate. But and then at the very end of the movie, he's back in 1922, I said there was no other way, but he said Hank, which was his son, he was right, there was another way. And even because he was mad because she was also going to take his son away from him, but I guess inadvertently she still kind of took his son away from him, because she caused such a hatred in Wilford that he convinced his son to end up killing her, and that really messed him up, which eventually led to his death. So either way, he got his son taken away from him, and he should have honestly just went to Cincinnati or Omaha or wherever the heck city they were going to at the end, because he ends up going there anyway at the very end of the movie, at least. So this just caused a light or a pain of misery and all that, which he gets his hand amputated, his roof's falling in. He gets so desperate and so lonely, he actually just lets the cow come in and live with him, which is just and then whenever they are actually trying to cover up the murder and all, they the well they dropped her in, they literally put a cow on top of it and say it fell in, and that's why they're filling in the well. But it turns out the sheriff didn't even want to look in the well, so his son's just he didn't even look. What was the point of this? But and his wife does eventually catch up with him, in the basement of the house, which very cold and chilling winter, but he's got a nasty, rat wound on his hand, which is what caused it to be amputated. But, she pretty much, as he says, tells him things only a dead woman would know. And he's just please kill me, just please. And he was or at least she was like, you haven't suffered enough. And, you know, eventually, whenever he's actually writing out his confession, which is kind of, the whole story is kind of a narration, you know, the rats and finally, the ghost of his wife, his son and his son's girlfriend catch up with him, and they're like, his son's like, you know, we'll, make it quick, Dad, but, you know, that's what they said, or that's what, he, you know, he said about whenever they were going to, kill Arnett, which was his wife, you know, it was going to be quick, but she struggled like, you know, heck. But, you know, like I said, very deeply psychological movie, and you're definitely going to have to think about it, you know, after you finish watching it, because it's just, like, true, like, this is absolutely true horror at its finest, but definitely one of the best, you know, adaptations of a Stephen King. I think this was a novella, I want to say, which so was in The Tall Grass, but, you know, honestly great, and I still need to watch Gerald's Game, but... Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this movie down below. I'll probably give this movie about, you know, I don't know, something just tells me to give it like an 8, but I'm going to give it a 9 because I think I want to give it an 8 because I was actually terrified of this movie, and, you know, it kind of does make me, you know, sad and depressed when I really just, you know, think about it, but I think that's, you know, even gives it more credit to the movie, so I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. But anyway, guys, check out my Twitter and Discord, link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some of their videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!